Let's add that back. Oh, it does work. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So I'm just we're watching the video straight off of YouTube, y'all. So if you come over to YouTube, you can see the videos and you can follow all these creators. This one is Eric's on YouTube, pinned down in the description. This is talking about Scooter Braun. So y'all remember Scooter Braun? That's the guy that like discovered Justin, right? He was like talking about how he was like watching him on YouTube late at night and stuff. Y'all remember this? Y'all check this out. This is getting crazy. Let me hit play.
Found this little kid on YouTube in the middle of the night, because that's what happens when you're a grown man on the internet in the middle of the night. You stare at a little boy singing and you're like, little boy, come be with me.
How dare you?
What?
You what?
Has anyone asked the manager, Scooter Braun, what he knew about his client, Justin Bieber, and Mr. Freakoff, Sean Diddy Combs?
Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory.
Oh, hell.
And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised.
Got custody of him. That still like is crazy as hell to me. Got custody of him. Scooter the Scout, right? Yeah, exactly. Y'all make sure you follow Eric's on YouTube. I think it's Eric's. Eric's pinned down in the description. Let's keep going.
To look after him.
This is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, Island Def Jam recording artist, Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready because it's going to be big. Ain't that right, Justin?
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
We know Scooter Braun played a huge role in discovering Justin Bieber, but the stories about how he connected Bieber with Diddy are raising some serious red flags. From hanging out as a teen with one of the biggest names in music to the questionable situations he was put in, it's no wonder people are starting to look back at this relationship with a side eye. Scooter Braun helped skyrocket Justin Bieber to fame, but the way he navigated Bieber's early career is getting some fresh scrutiny, especially with the company Justin was kept around. Remember, Justin was just 15 when he first got connected to Diddy through Braun, and some of those mentorship moments are looking pretty suspect now. And as more details come to light, the entire situation starts to feel even more questionable. From Bieber's early exposure to high-profile parties to Braun's behind-the-scenes role, the whole thing has an uncomfortable vibe. Stick around, because there's more to this story than meets the eye. All right, let's get into it.
Oh, Lord.
So, Scooter Braun is in the headlines again, and not for anything good. This time, it's about his relationship with P. Diddy, which is getting a lot of attention lately. People are digging deeper into their past, and let's just say, what they're finding is raising eyebrows. You know how when folks say where there's smoke, there's fire? Well, this whole thing
right?
feels like it's about to burst into flames. Scooter Braun's influence in the music industry
I'm pretty sure it's already burst into flames.
is undeniable, but not without its fair share of controversy. One of the most explosive incidents was his acquisition of Taylor Swift's masters in 2019, which Taylor described as manipulative. She accused Braun of being part of a long history of bullying that extended beyond just business dealings. This led her to re-record her old albums to take back control of her music. And then there's the Kesha situation. During her legal battle against Dr. Luke, Scooter didn't show.
Oh, that was crazy as hell too back in the day. Y'all remember that? The producer guy that Kesha was working with?
So much support. In fact, his comments were seen as dismissive and cold, especially in such a sensitive time for Kesha, who was fighting for her voice both literally and figuratively. It's moments like these that highlight his controversial reputation, where his influence often outweighs his empathy. And now, people are raising questions about his relationship with Justin Bieber. Scooter discovered Justin at just 13 years old through YouTube, and soon after, he was introduced to industry giants like Diddy. While this might have seemed like a fast track to success, it exposed a young, impressionable Justin to a world of fame and excess before he was ready. There were even rumors about wild parties and questionable influences during those early years. Justin himself has spoken
of a party
about feeling overwhelmed by fame and the immense pressure placed on him as a teenager. leading to his rebellious behavior in his later teen years. From run-ins with the law to outbursts in public, Justin's descent into reckless behavior was well documented. Many attribute this to the pressure of being thrust into stardom so young without the necessary support system to guide him. It wasn't just teenage rebellion, it was a reaction to the intense scrutiny and demands from the industry, where people like Scooter were in control. It begs the question of whether Scooter was more focused on Justin's career or his well-being. The fast life, celebrity circles, and lack of privacy started taking a toll, and for a while, it seemed like Bieber might not be able to handle the weight of it all.
That I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff
Oh,
in my
hell.
past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Do you think the person that the you of then was on a path of self-destruction?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive, for sure. It was dark, but I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully learn from it.
Well, for me, music comes from somewhere.
But he was bragging about this for, what, a couple of decades. Watch.
This is what you need to do. Women, beautiful women. We need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just different
Plurals.
blend. You need the
Blends.
ladies, you need the booze. Right.
Whoa.
Keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah.
Justin Bieber's recent
Man, that is crazy as hell.
comments about his past with Diddy have definitely caught people's attention, especially given everything that's come to light. When Bieber was 15, he spent a lot of time with Diddy, and a 2009 video resurfaced where they talked about spending 48 hours together. At the time, Diddy called it a 15-year-old's dream, but now
Man, you
Diddy
crazy
is
as hell
facing
for saying it
serious
like that.
charges like sex trafficking and
What?
racketeering. That video feels way more unsettling. Justin was
yeah.
introduced to Diddy early on through their mutual connection with Usher, who himself was mentored by Diddy as a teen. While Usher spoke positively about his time with Diddy, things for Bieber seem to have taken a different turn. With Diddy's arrest, Bieber has started distancing himself, and recent comments suggest that those parties and hangouts weren't as innocent as they were portrayed. People are starting to question what really went on behind closed doors, especially after a second video emerged showing a more uncomfortable interaction between Bieber and Diddy years later. In the clip, Diddy is seen commenting on Bieber's success, but there's a clear distance, with Bieber looking noticeably uneasy.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. It was curious. I got a chance to see some things. These are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be.
Fast forward a bit, and we've
Whoa.
got more clips that haven't aged well. In 2010, Diddy gave Justin a Letterman jacket in another video saying, "You haven't been hanging out with me like we used to. The whole vibe, kinda off." Justin's over there nervously joking about it, while Diddy's pushing the whole "we used to hang out more" narrative. And y'all, it doesn't end
Man.
there. Another moment people are talking about is from a 2011 appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, where
That sounds crazy as hell too. It's like that one ex. It's like, we never hang out anymore. Yeah. That was intentional.
Diddy called Justin his little brother, talking about how the music industry has
Whoa.
their arms around him to protect him. But when Justin brought up the fact that Diddy had promised him a Lamborghini but never followed through, Diddy was quick to say,
the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Man, that is crazy as hell.
there are videos from later years that show Bieber at parties and clubs with Diddy. And even though it's hard to pinpoint Bieber's exact age in some of them, it sure seems like he was involved in situations where things got pretty wild. One clip that's got everyone talking again is from a 2014 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In it,
Oh,
Khloe
God.
Kardashian is seen recovering from a long weekend where she says she partied until 5:30 a.m. with Bieber and Diddy. And here's the kicker. She mentions that
I think half the people there were butt naked.
now Bieber would have been about 20 at the time, but seeing how things are unfolding, people are starting to side-eye this whole situation, but that's not even the whole story. Recently, a song that allegedly sounds like Justin Bieber's voice has been going viral,
Oh, wasn't that proven to be AI though?
especially on TikTok, X, and YouTube. The track has some pretty eerie lyrics with lines like, "Lost myself at a Diddy party," and "I was in it for a new Ferrari, but it cost me way more than my soul." It started blowing up right after Diddy's arrest, fueling even more speculation around their connection and those
Oh,
infamous
hell.
parties. Now, people are wondering if the song is a genuine Bieber track or if it's something created using AI. CBS and Fox News even looked into it, with several AI experts like Marva Baylor weighing in. Most believe it's AI generated due to the lack of any formal promotion from Bieber's camp, which is usually a sign it's not an official release. Despite the theories swirling, neither Bieber nor his
Oh,
team has
damn.
addressed the song directly. Regardless of whether it's real, the timing of the song and its unsettling lyrics has added more fuel to the fire surrounding Diddy's legal troubles and his past relationship with Bieber. While there's no solid evidence that Justin Bieber ever wrote a song about being abused at Diddy's parties, he's been quite vocal about how tough his early years in the
That's
entertainment
so
industry
crazy
were.
as
In a
hell.
heartfelt 2020 interview with Zane Lowe, Bieber opened up about the isolation and pressure he felt growing up famous. He talked about how those who claimed to love him often turned their backs, and how lonely it was to be in the spotlight as a teenager. These comments have resurfaced now that Diddy's facing serious allegations, including federal charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. As Diddy's legal troubles
Yeah,
escalate,
right.
reports suggest that Bieber is deeply disturbed by the news. He has chosen not to engage with the situation publicly, likely keeping his distance due to the gravity of the accusations. Sources close to Bieber have mentioned that he feels isolated, struggling to process these revelations alone, despite Diddy's previous role in his life. Adding to the intrigue, Bieber's wife, Hailey Baldwin Bieber, posted a cryptic photo on Instagram that has fueled
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
speculation about their reaction to the scandal.
We've seen
Some
that in a
believe it
bunch
was
of these videos like
it's a
this.
subtle reference to the ongoing situation.
Man, I don't know. What do y'all think? This is crazy as hell. Scooter Braun, what the hell? Diddy, Usher, and like we were talking about Liam in the first video, like they're saying there probably doesn't have anything to do with it, but it is weird. And then we watched that video where he's talking about him. It's so weird. What the hell's going on in this world?
Though there's been no direct comment from Bieber
Nancy
himself,
B, good to see you.
there's also been a renewed focus on other people who were caught up in the wild atmosphere of Diddy's parties. One story that's been circulating involves Justin Latovsky, who recalls attending one of Diddy's infamous July 4th parties as a 6-year-old back in 1999.
What the hell? 6 years old going to a Diddy party?
What was supposed to be
a
casual afternoon barbecue turned out to be anything but family friendly.
Oh,
Latovsky
hell.
described seeing topless women and plenty of drugs.
Whoa.
Which made his mother quickly decide to leave the event. As for Bieber, this ordeal seems to be hitting close to home. Some experts, like Dr. Jen Mann, believe his silence could be due to his focus on mental health, especially as a new father. Others speculate that Bieber's legal team has advised him to avoid speaking out, given how serious the allegations are. It's clear that Bieber is trying to move forward with his personal life, but the weight of his past connections to Diddy is still there, lingering in the background. As the legal battles surrounding Diddy continue to unfold, Justin Bieber's connection to these events is raising more questions than answers. While Bieber has chosen to remain mostly silent, his past experiences and the resurfaced videos are causing many to look back at his early career through a new, unsettling lens. Whether it's the
'cause it's
cryptic
crazy as
Instagram
hell.
post from Hailey or his emotional comments about the difficulties of growing up famous, it's clear this situation has impacted him deeply. And while Bieber may not directly address the allegations against Diddy, the tension surrounding his past associations will likely continue to linger as more details emerge. For now, Bieber seems focused on his personal life and well-being,
Sarah,
but
thank
only
you.
time will tell if he chooses to share more about those early years and his time spent with Diddy. With so many layers to this story, there's no doubt we'll be hearing more.
Right? Oh my God.